Hey guys, today I want to talk about an up-and-coming vlogger here in the Philippines that might just beat the pants off everybody else. And he's a younger guy, and you might be surprised by this vlogger. The guy's name is Kuya Devon. Kuya Devon, I got to know him when he first come here. Outstanding kid, and I can only tell you this: he's not even a kid. He's a young man, and he really has himself together. And I want to talk about this guy because he happened to leave our group to travel around, and I always will consider him part of our group, but we got to have a birthday party with him, and we got to meet with him several times, and outstanding person. And one day I just happened to be checking out some videos and stuff, and his thing popped up on my screen. I'm like, wait, that's Devon. I know Devon, and he already had, I believe it was like 8,000 or 9,000 subscribers already, and it wasn't that long before he got those, and I'm not sure where he's at now. He might be still around there or whatever, but I checked out a couple of his videos, and I was not just pleasantly surprised, I was shocked. I was shocked at how good his videos were, and not just that, the content was there, and the great part about his videos was he showed part of Filipino life that most expats don't show. He blends right in with people that are regular Filipinos who are poor, and he goes to places where most expats would not go. He goes into the cheaper homes. He stays in the cheaper homes. He was just recently showing one of his places that he's staying in, and it was like $30 a month or something like that, I believe, or somewhere around there. Very cheap, very, very cheap, and I was really shocked at that he was staying in a place like that, because a lot of kids today, although the backpackers, some of them will stay in kind of weird places and stuff like that, Kuya Devon, he just kind of blends in with it, because, I remember as a kid thinking about traveling the world and living in places really cheap and stuff like that. It was my dream. And even as a young boy, I remember going up and down rivers on adventures like Huckleberry Finn. We made almost like a houseboat out of this junk boat, and we had a 1.2 horsepower motor going up and down the rivers and stuff like that, and I had a sense of adventure, and I did that in my teenage years, and I had a blast. And I see that fire in Kuya Devon's belly, that he wants to kind of live out his adventures now while he's still young, and that's the time to do it, because when we get older, we're kind of contaminated. We lose that fire in our belly for adventure because, number one, we're too old. Look at me, I got sciatica, or, we got the old issues. We can't do the same things that we used to do. We could do some of them, but we can't live the way we used to be able to live. We want certain things around us. One of them is AC. One is a decent bathroom. When Kuya Devon was showing his house, and he showed the bathroom, it was a typical Filipino bathroom, but something was right near the beach. It was in Siquijor, I believe it was, and he's showing it around, and he just has a sense of simplicity, and I think his channel is going to make it big, because, like I said, it kind of brings us back, because I was here in my 20s like him a long time ago. I was in my mid 20s, and that's when I come over here, and I met my ex-wife over here, who, and I was with her for 10 years. And I got to tell you, he brought me back to those days when I was here, and you could feel that sense of adventure here, and I still have that sense of adventure here to a certain extent. But, as life drags on, you get those kicks in the belly and stuff like that, and it kind of kicks the life out of you, and it just isn't what it used to be, to you, because of things that have happened to you or whatever. And he still has, like I said, that sense of adventure and that fire in his belly. He brings a sense of youth here to the Philippines. And also, the big thing about him is, I noticed that the older guys here, we always have that drama. There's something about gossip and the older guys that are here. As people get older, they tend to, they do that chit chat more and the gossip bull crap. And people get dragged into that, and we all have been dragged into it, all throughout the Philippines here, wherever you go. I think expats tend to do the chit chat more than the Filipinos do here sometimes, and we talk about that quite often on this channel, because gossip is so damaging here, and I try to stay away from it, or just boot people out that are that get into that gossip stuff, because it drags you down. And one thing I got to say about Kuya Devon is he doesn't get involved in that bull crap. You know, and I hope he never does. I hope he stays out of that. I think his channel, I think he has something in him that could make him probably one of the top vloggers in the Philippines, next to becoming Filipino or something like that. I think he has that fire in his belly, and he has something going on his channel. It looks familiar, you know, like it just, and he brings something out on that channel that a lot of us older expats can't bring out, because he has that youth. And I give him credit for that, because of the fact that he brings humility, he brings adventure, and he brings youth into the expat vlogging community now. And we've had that before, like I said, with other people, but not to the extent that he has, I think. He has his, and he keeps it simple. You know, and a lot of people, when they over edit their videos and stuff like that, I think they wreck it. I think, you know, when you do the walking around routine like he does, and he talks, I think that kind of helps it, because it gives you some eye candy in the background while he's talking. And his content that he talks about also is phenomenal. I like the way he talks about things and the way he shows things, and he shows things, and he's getting a lot of great comments on there, and he keeps it very simplistic. I usually don't talk that much about other vloggers, but I had to talk about this because he was one of, you know, he still is one of us. I still will always consider him one of us in our expat group here. We got to celebrate you know, his birthday with him when he was over here, and he got to ride the horse at Texas Roadhouse, you know, the little sawhorse there with the saddle on it, and have to put on that cowboy hat and all that stuff, and, you know, be humiliated. And he was all, you know, he was very humble about it, and we had a lot of fun that day, and I remember that. And you know, I hope he comes back and visits us someday, but I wish him luck on his channel, because, and I hope this gives him some more subscribers. And please subscribe to his channel, because I think you will enjoy his channel. Like I said, he brings something that a lot of people don't bring anymore. He brings humility and newness and youth to the vlogging community here in the Philippines. And he doesn't talk about the garbage that goes on here, because he doesn't hang out with the older expats. A lot of us older expats here, let's face it, older people have a lot of baggage with them that they can't get rid of. And when you hang around with the older expat community, you see a lot of garbage here, let's face it. And you see these guys with their baggage and their gossip, and he brings something, man, that I miss, you know, is drama-free life, you know. And it's fun watching this channel and seeing that. And I you know, kudos to Kuya Devon. And that's the name of his channel, guys. Kuya Devon, Devan, I believe it is. And, you know, great channel, awesome stuff on there, awesome content. Be sure to check it out. And God bless, guys. Take care. And kudos to Kuya Devon out there for putting out such great content. And I was surprisingly shocked when I first saw him on there, and I saw that it was him. I was like, whoa, wait a minute here. Look at this guy. He's already up to 8,000 or 9,000, you know, subscribers already, and he hasn't been here that long. That's huge. So it shows that he's really moving up through the ranks fast, and I hope he becomes the #1 vlogger in the Philippines, because he deserves it more than anybody else. God bless, guys. Take care.